Hello and welcome back to the Broken Doll, and today I come to you on a rainy day. It's supposed to be icy out there, but we're just getting rain where I am at. Anyhow, I thought, well, it's a good time to come into the shop and we can look at this doll. I was talking about her the last time. This is called the Blessed Event doll. Someone had asked about it, if it was the same as Sticky Baby, and it's not. This is a doll unto itself, and a very unique doll at that. She's from 1950, and she has a little button on the side where she should be able to pout. You can see her mouth moves a little bit. If you can see that on camera, I don't want to get it blurry, but there is some movement there. So there's a little bit, but nothing much. She's probably, like I say, she's about 70-something years old, and she's been pouting for quite some time and crying and carrying on. But I washed her down with my goop, and now I want to dress her. So I talked to you about this, a cover for the body. Instead of taking her body, cleaning it, because there's a mechanism in there, I don't want to disturb that. And will I be able to put it back in? I mean, it can be done. I just don't want to. You know, I know her body has had some, she's got a little bit of Frankenstein sewing there and in the crotch area here too as well. But you know something? And she's got a beautiful, I want you to see that tongue in there. She has a little tongue inside her mouth there. Isn't that neat? That little tongue. That's cute. Look at that. Anyways, if you have one of these dolls, they're nice to have in your doll collection. They're still quite reasonable to buy. I just was looking the other day after I had cleaned her and everything and put my video up. I just thought I'm going to take a look. How much were some of them going for? I saw one for $35, up to $135. So, but none of them were working. They didn't. They said they didn't work. But it just depends on, maybe they had the original gown or whatever the clothing was. Some were just put into other clothing. It depends on, you know, the variation and the condition. But you can see mine is in very good condition. It's got you know, condition problems body wise, but in the vinyl itself, it's in, you know, all toes and fingers are accountable for. And mine has a little nick on the cheek there and one somewhere on her arm. But other than that, she's in pretty good condition for being the age that she is and the play that she went through. So if you're like me and you don't want to take the body off and clean it because it is stained with dirt and whatnot, there is another way that you can go. You can get these from Doll Part Supplies, and they're called New Skin. If you're in Canada like I am, you're considered an international buyer. If that's the case, then for you, you're the international buyer like I am, then what you have to buy at least $50 worth of goods from them. So when I do that, and I want something in particular from them, then I buy socks for my dolls, because a lot of the times I don't have the proper socks on them, and they sell the nice little doll socks. So for international people that, you know, from Canada and beyond, you know, those are things for your doll that if you want to make that $50 purchase and buy what I'm going to put on the doll, you're going to see in a few minutes here, then those are things that you could buy for your doll. I'm just trying to give you some ideas about how you can get to your $50. And it doesn't take long. You're there. This is called a New Skin right here. It covers up the doll's body and gives it some new life. And it has a little bow on the side, and you can dress right over it. It's a very silky, nylon-y, stretchy material. So I'm going to put it on this doll so you can see. They come in different sizes. Now right now I think they're only going up to 14, 16 inches, but at the time when I bought these, you could go right up to 24, I think it was. 20 maybe, 20 inches or something, 22. Maybe that was it. So you put it over the doll like this. And you put her on. I hope you're seeing this now. I want to make sure you're seeing everything what I'm seeing. Oh yeah, you are. Okay. So anyways, whoops. You just pull this down around the cover her body up with it, and it velcros in the back. And there we go. Now this could probably fit even a little bit bigger of a doll, because it has the stretchability there to go even a little bit bigger. You can see there is some room in the crotch there. I could pull down. There's some leg room in here. So if I had a bigger doll, she was a little bit bigger, this could still fit her quite nicely. They're great for your cloth body dolls that are stained, and you just don't want to have that showing. So you have this thing called New Skin, and it covers the doll quite nicely. So now what we're going to do with her, we're going to now dress her. I was looking for some nice little clothes for her, but I can't, because we're still into the cold weather here and everything. I went with something that is not from her time period at all. But I've tried it on her and I liked what I see. So we're going to put on this little romper set. This probably went on a newer doll today. I have quite a lot of these put away in a chest. Well, not too many, actually. But they're great for dolls like this. And I don't have too many in this size. I have some smaller ones, but not many. But because I have a variety of sizes. And I got dolls that are in need of to be dressed. And I'm going to be using them up quite a bit here in the next little while. I'm going to be dressing some of my dolls up and changing their clothes because they're getting dusty and whatnot. So anyways, we're going to put this on her. All right. Oh, there we go. Get it over that booty of hers. There we go. And so she has her new skin on. She has a new fresh outfit on her. And as we change the seasons, maybe I'll change her again somewhere along the line. But you know what? This will be great right into spring too for her. It's got a little puppy on it. Fits her quite nicely. Nice little romper on her. There we go. Very befitting to her. Now I wish I had my iron out, but I don't. But I'm going to put this on her regardless. And I'll probably iron it up later. Her ribbon needs to be ironed up. But we're going to put this on her right now. There we go. And I thought I had some little socks for her. Where did I have them? Oh, back behind me here. There we go. When I put my socks away, I try to find their mates, and then I put a little pin in them. And it just helps to keep them together. And when you need them in a hurry, you can just pull out a pair, and there you go. My socks are getting low, too. I'm getting low on socks. Some socks, not all. Just depending on what size, and especially sizes like this. You know, they get used up very quickly on dolls. These are notes I'm telling myself because I need to buy again. So, like I say, when I buy from Doll Parts Supplies, I will put an order in and make sure I buy small socks and things like that for my dolls. And there we go. We got her dressed up and she's looking really snazzy. Maybe we can just put this right up to her. That way you don't see no bare skin. Keep those little legs warm. There we go. I'll just do the same for this one here. Put it right up her leg. Keep that little leg warm because it's nippy out there today. There we go. And there she is. She's dressed and ready to be put back up on the shelf, all cleaned up. And I have her counterparts. I brought her out. She needs to be cleaned up as well. This is what I'm saying here. Little outfits like this. Here's her counterpart. They sit together up on a shelf of mine. And she's kind of yellowed over the years. That's what happens to this old vinyl. And that's why sometimes you get the stickiness. Now these ones are not sticky at all. They're nice to feel, to touch. It's just that they've yellowed. That can come from two different things. From cigarette smoke and gas. Back in the day, I know my mother would wash down her kitchen every year, all the walls, because our gas furnace would leave like a yellow residue in the house. Now smoking will do that as well, but these dolls don't smell like smoke. This one doesn't smell like smoke at all. It usually you can tell if it's been around a smoking a smoker or whatnot, because the doll will actually have the smell of smoke on its vinyl, and you can smell that. But anyhow, we're going to do the same to this doll coming up. I hope you enjoyed this video. She's coming up to be dressed next. So anyhow, there we are. And we'll get her cleaned up. So stay tuned for that. And I also have another little project I'm going to work on right away. I want to show this to you. Well, actually, I'll show it in the next video. So stay tuned. There's more to come. Bye-bye.